when lives are on the line.
Are there any obvious injuries?
These men and women will risk theirs
The lad who was driving got blood coming out of his face.
to save yours.
RTC truck.
They deal with the most serious injuries.
The patient is described as bleeding heavily.
Directly below his ear. There's a lot of blood there.
The most critical illnesses.
The reports of a male who's in cardiac arrest, and without any action, the patient will die.
The two Yorkshire Air Ambulances cover Britain's biggest county.
He's fallen 30 foot from the roof. Oh yeah. He's got a big cut to his head.
5 million people rely on them
All right, sorry, sweetheart.
to deliver cutting-edge emergency medicine
We're just going to go to sleep. He's not looking particularly good.
at high speed.
If you can activate your major hemorrhage protocol.
Every day brings high emotions.
Where's your grandson? Was it your thigh that hurt then, Lewis? Yeah. OK.
We need to have a look at what's underneath your levers on this leg.
High stakes.
Believes he's been driving that road and then he's had a cardiac arrest.
Got no pulse, started CPR and then...
Can you feel a pulse in his groin?
Yeah, yes.
And high drama.
I've already got the cave rescue wagons on the far side.
He's been walking up the waterfalls today with a family, backed out to the point of collapse.
Quite looking forward to this.
Apart from being able to fly a £7.5 million helicopter, the team's pilots must have one more vital skill.
Because I'm cooking, I absolutely expect the phone to go.
Lee's the team's chief frying instructor.
It seems to be almost an unwritten rule that the pilot is also the chef. And if you don't turn up with sausage, egg and bacon or something similar to that, then woe betide you.
The air ambulance pilots have thousands of flying hours under their belts. But men like Army Air Corps veteran Lee have other skills too.
As we lift into the sky, once more on a mission to save lives in Yorkshire.
The team are used to Lee's way with words.
The men and women of the Yorkshire Air Ambulance, focused on their mission, their task in hand.
But today's mission for Dr. Neil and the team is deadly serious.
We're routing to Market Weighton for an incident related to a motorcycle versus a car. The report so far is that there's an adult and an injured child on scene, hence we've been dispatched.
The accident happened on a major route from South Yorkshire to the coast.
It looks like it's that A road, so it'll be looking for a field landing either side, unless the road is closed, and I'll look and land on the road if it makes sense to do so.
The children can be an emotive group of patients to deal with, and we have to think very carefully about where we take these patients. So paediatric, so children with major trauma, need to go to specific paediatric major trauma centres, and not all of the major trauma centres in the UK offer that service. So knowing your geography and knowing your receiving hospitals is really important.
So our track is pretty much lined up on the A road, so we'll pick up the intersection on the roundabout and just follow it up. Is there people on the scene?
Yeah.
Okay, so possibly flashing headlights at 12 o'clock?
Yeah, that'll be, yeah.
Road doesn't look like it's shut. I'm going to go for that car park.
Yeah, I've been in there before.
Right, I'm going there again.
Lee's homing in on a roadside cafe, but there's a problem.
Going around. A lot of dust, yeah, going around.
He's abandoning his landing.
Too dangerous, sorry boys.
No worries.
Trust me, that's the sort of thing that kills you. So we're just going to go in by the, there's a little gap in the fence there.
Yeah.
Are you happy with that?
Yeah.
Clear on the left. Okay, we're down.
A superbike has collided broadside with the car.
That's a bit of mechanism of injury, isn't it?
Yeah, good. You jumped off quick. So we've got two casualties. On the side of this car here, grandfather looks as if he's taking the brunt of the impacts. Son is 13 years old, query like kind of fractured femur. All right.
Okay.
Veteran rider Gordon Fowler was thrown from his bike with his grandson Lewis.
Which leg hurts, buddy? This one. I'm going to try and take your boot off. All right, let me know if it's too painful.
Right, hold on to my...
Luckily, Lewis and his granddad were both wearing leathers and biking boots.
All right,
We're going to need some pain relief. Was it your thigh that hurt then, Lewis?
Yeah.
OK, buddy. Won't do anything else to it till we've given you some painkillers, OK, buddy? So what we're going to do then...
But despite their protective clothing, Lewis has a broken thigh bone. His granddad has multiple injuries, but he's more worried about Lewis than himself.
Where's my grandson?
Don't worry, he's right by your side. We're looking after him as well. Don't worry.
What was your name, fella?
Gordon.
Gordon. I'm Neil. Hello, I'm one of the doctors.
Hello, Neil.
Working with the team.
I don't know what's happened. So,
That's all right.
So
You've come off your motorbike, you've bumped your head. I'm not surprised.
I've come off.
I don't know that yet. But let's have a look at you and then we'll fill you in on some details, OK? Is that hurting in your tummy when I press there, Gordon?
Not really.
It's all your hip, is it, or your leg? In your hip or your leg?
Ah, yeah.
So what we'll do is we'll pop a drip in, we'll give you some pain relief, see if things settle. We can just roll him, scoop him, put him on the trolley and then make a decision about where we're going.
Lewis's injury can lead to lethal internal bleeding. Al wants to straighten his leg.
Lewis, did you used to have Calpol when you were little?
Yeah.
Well, this is like super Calpol.
Wow.
Up and wide, up a bit more, that's it. Yeah, just rig that for me.
He's giving him oral morphine, a flavoured painkiller designed for kids.
So that's 5 milligrams of Oromorph. Sam.
Gordon's yet to be given analgesia.
Horrible scratch. Ah, yeah. Okay. Sorry, Gordon.
It looks like his hip and pelvis are shattered.
Yeah, it'd be good if we could give this lad some intranasal fentanyl.
Have you got a cannula in it?
No. That's why I want to give him some intranasal.
Well, let me come and have a look at it, see if I can put a drip in, and then it's just easier, it's more efficacious, isn't it? Hello, Lewis. I'm Neil. I'm one of the doctors. How are you doing? Excellent. You've been very brave. Did you go out on your bike a lot? Cool. Was it fun?
Really fun. Well, obviously not now.
Not now, good. You have a good sense of humour. Right, there's a horrible scratch going to come up in your wrist in a second, and it's really horrible. You can swear at me, you're allowed to swear.
Dr. Neil is working to stabilise Lewis. Children can quickly become critical after major injuries.
So, Lewis, what we're going to do is we'll give you some gas and air, see if that works. If the gas and air is a bit rubbish, we'll give you something through your drip and make you a bit more comfy. In the meantime, we need to have a look at what's underneath your leathers on this leg.
Could you not take my boot off?
Is that because it's painful? Yeah. We'll give you the gas and air and see how it feels. All you have to do is say stop and we can pause. All right, mate?
Both Lewis and his granddad will need emergency surgery. Al wants the dispatcher to alert the hospital.
Patient 1, 58-year-old male rider with a motorcycle, seems to have an isolated hip injury in it. We've got 13-year-old Lewis who's on the back of the bike, seems to have an isolated femoral fracture to the left side.
We need to give some ketamine and sedate and put Kendrick on here anyway, so because it's not going to work otherwise.
Young lad goes out for riding with his granddad. He clearly does it on a regular basis because he's got all the proper gear, he's got all the levers and the boots and everything, and it looks like somehow they've hit the side of the car. That sort of impact is bound to cause significant injuries, really. So it looks like granddad's broken his hip and young Lewis has fractured the big bone in his thigh, which is a painful bone to break. And what tends to happen is the muscle contracts and pulls those two ends over each other, damaging the tissues and the muscles. So what we want to do is give some pain relief and then put some traction on to kind of pull those two bones back apart and locate them back into a kind of stable position. Stops the blood loss, reduces the pain and hopefully makes him more comfortable. Let me know when you're ready for some traction.
Hold on to my hand.
They're going to straighten his leg. It's time for a waitress from the cafe to step back after 20 minutes cradling Lewis in her arms.
I don't really know what happened. I just heard all the commotion outside, so I ran out and obviously saw that the car was a bit smashed up and then there was the boy on the floor and his granddad, so I wanted to help, so I just jumped straight into action, did whatever I could to help comfort him. And he's been chatting away about school, about his animals. Yeah.
Yes, it's good.
Just shaking me up a bit. I don't know, it's different when it's on TV, I suppose. But yeah, I'll be all right.
Right, so that just needs to rotate into a more anatomical position.
For pilot and biker Lee, it's another grim afternoon.
I've lost count of the amount of motorcycle accidents I've been to. The worst 24-hour period I had is where I went to 5 fatal accidents in a row. It's quite horrifying, upsetting. I must admit, I've been riding for over 20 years, and I've looked at what goes on and thought maybe I'll take a bit of time off from riding and concentrate on helping people that have got into situations like this.
So he's going to Hull and he's going to Leeds, which is just how it is.
Very sorry for the lad and the grandad, but they are in excellent hands, they really are. We'll do our best to get him to where he needs to be as quickly and safely as possible.
So guys, we're going to go in low from the rear on the left, his head first. Just don't walk under the tail, okay?
It looks like he's broken his thigh, so his femur. It's a closed fracture, so the bone hasn't come out through the skin, but it's particularly painful, and you can lose a substantial amount of blood from that. So he's had some sedation, he's had some ketamine, a drug which provides sedation and pain relief, and we've straightened it because it's very bent and the muscles go into spasm, so it's much straighter now, and by doing that he's a lot more comfortable.
They're going to fly Lewis 30 miles to the regional trauma centre.
Hello! He's on the PRF, yeah?
How are we doing? The pain-killing drugs are working.
You feeling better?
Yeah.
Good.
My leg feels a lot better. Whoa,
Good.
what's that white thing going on there?
It's just something up your nose, don't worry about it.
Okay.
I'm going to put some things on your ears. You won't be able to hear so well, but the helicopter's noisy, huh? Do you want to see them? Look, they're really yellow and cool.
Oh, they're awful.
So we're in flight en route to the LGI, which is the Leeds General Infirmary with a rooftop helipad. Our patient is comfortable, well wrapped up with the rear. He's had some oral morphine, and then that's been topped up where we straightened his leg with some ketamine, but he's chatting, albeit we can't hear what he's saying and he can't hear us, but he's chatting to Al, smiling and seems quite happy.
Leeds city centre is full of high-rise obstacles.
Okay, start to break out the cranes, mate.
I can see a red one and a yellow one.
Yes.
Kind of very posh then, like.
Well, you know, sort of put on.
I almost thought the Queen was flying the helicopter. You got the yellow crane on the nose.
Yeah, I'm just going to go to the left-hand side of that, mate.
Yeah.
In fact, I'm going to make my turn now, go inside that crane. A bit of a change of heart at the last minute there, but I'm happy that we've got the spatial. Okay, so we're all clear on the right.
Yeah, clear on the left.
Thank you. Just cool when clear up there when we're past it.
He's descending onto the rooftop helipad of the LGI.
Crane's clear.
Okay, so speed's coming back. Power's good. A little bit vibey, but I think that's just because of the wind.
No, landed.
We've landed on top of the hospital, so we'll get you out of the helicopter, push you down into the A&E to see the doctor, okay? You're welcome, buddy.
Lewis is staying cheerful.
I couldn't have done it without you.
It's time for Dr. Neil to hand his patient over to the paediatric trauma team.
This is Lewis riding pillion with his grandfather on a motorbike, and they've gone into the side of a van. There's quite significant damage to the side of the van, but the speed was unknown. He's been wearing a helmet and full leathers.
Okay.
Lewis's injuries from top to toe, all that we've identified is a closed fracture of his left femur, and he's got a traction splint on that left leg, and he's got a good peripheral pulse.
Okay.
Now I'm just going to check the chest, okay? All right? And then I'm just going to put on some monitors, all right?
Lewis will soon be heading for surgery. His granddad is on his way to hospital in Hull by road. High over North Yorkshire, Helimed 98 is returning to base. But now there's another mission.
Sierra Kilo 359. It's a car that's gone into a house. Cardiac arrest, over.
Dr. Neil will be bringing his clinical skills to a dramatic case.
What was that? A car into a house. Oh, car into a house. Cardiac arrest. We've been tasked to an incident in south central Sheffield. The reasons for the accident we will perhaps find out when we arrive, but they could have had a medical event before they crashed their vehicle and hence crashed into the house, or they could have been driving, crashed into the house and then had their cardiac arrest. So we're either looking at a medical cause followed by a traumatic injury or a traumatic injury causing the arrest.
It's happened in a residential area, a few miles from the city centre.
It's showing over here somewhere, isn't it?
There's a cricket pitch down there, isn't there?
RRV, on your nose.
Got it, mate. Cheers.
Football pitch, innit?
Yeah. Can you get out from there?
Excellent question, well posed.
Pilot Elaine's heading for a sports pitch 200 metres from the accident scene.
tail is clear, Elaine. I've got my eyes on it.
You keep an eye on it, it's a bit of a slope.
Yeah, I thought that. Still clear.
Paramedics Sam and Dr. Neil are wasting no time getting to the patient.
It's down there, isn't it? Back of the bus.
But local crews are already hard at work.
What's happened?
No idea. We were first on scene, but we just got here. Cars like that. It's totally not got no pulse, PEA. Started CPR and then we just extricated him as quick as we could.
In the back of the ambulance, the 84-year-old driver of the car is still in cardiac arrest. Shocked locals had a lucky escape.
We just been talking. I come near window and I see car straight coming in, crash. Andrew, can I talk please? And then I'm straight run out and I see the gentleman still breathing. I try open door is be locked and car be go inside smoke. Then I say one gentleman break window with stones. We open car. We get he's sitting and gentleman still breathing, but like you know, and lips still white. And I say him open seatbelt because he's been tied, and we pull him down, lay down, an open T-shirt. And then my son called ambulance and police.
Hi mate. So what we've got is a 75-year-old gentleman. Yes, it's believed he's been driving down the road and then he's had a cardiac arrest. And then he's gone into a house, supposed to crash into a house and cardiac arrest. We just sort of looked out to control as we were coming down the road.
The patient appears unhurt, but attempts to resuscitate him have proved fruitless so far.
He's had one shock at 200 joules. He briefly went back into VF when we got him onto the ambulance, but as we charged it, he went back into PEA.
Firefighters are making his car safe.
Hi, mate.
It came within inches of crashing into Ilse's front room. Her son is badly shaken up.
For me, in that time, I didn't feel scary. I be wanna open doors and get in. I didn't think be about scariness and pull him down, and I just pray for him, just his be alive.
It's 20 minutes since the crash. Every minute that passes makes recovery less likely.
Came in at 16:05. We got here at 16:09.
16:05, so 25 minutes.
Dr. Neil has asked police to identify the driver from his number plate. It looks like he's Jack Hudson, a retired boxer who goes to the gym 3 times a week. His fitness may make a difference to his chances.
What's the car look like? Yeah, it's very much a medical arrest. So it sounds like this gentleman was driving his car sort of down these sort of residential streets at fairly low speed, and then something's happened to him. He's had a medical event at the wheel. He's kind of lost control of his car and ended up in the front garden of the house behind us. At the moment, he is in cardiac arrest, so his heart isn't working, he's not breathing for himself. But the crew are taking over those functions while we try and sort of reverse what might have caused him to have this episode. So that's really kind of where we are.
Jack's being given doses of the stress hormone adrenaline in an attempt to kickstart his heart.
Our second adrenaline in. We've got 38.
Then, after almost half an hour of CPR, there's a faint glimmer of hope.
Can you feel a pulse in his throat? Yeah. Yes. Mm-hmm.
His heart has started beating again.
Okay.
Roscoe 39. 1639.
ROSC means return of spontaneous circulation.
Air desk 98 for the clinical update for you. This patient's got a ROSC at 38. So me and Neil are going to travel in the DCA with him to the Northern. If the aircraft could come and meet us, that would be grand.
Speed is critical. Their patient could slip back into cardiac arrest at any moment.
The patient's heart has started beating again, which is obviously good for him. So the priority now is to get him to the hospital to have a look at kind of his brain and the arteries around his heart to see if there's anything that can be done to help. So me and Sam will come with you in case he wakes up and needs a bit of sedation. You happy with that?
Yeah.
Helicopter will meet us there. Yeah. I'm happy to go when you're happy to go.
Yeah, I'm basically.
They're rushing Jack 5 miles to the cardiac unit of the Northern General Hospital.
Is anybody not happy for us to set off?
No, I'm happy.
No, we're good. Thanks very much.
Dr. Neil will be helping monitor Jack's condition throughout the journey.
They got Roscoe at 38. It's a 30-minute downtime. What's the drive time to the Northern?
About 10.
About 10.
Yeah.
The odds of Jack recovering are heavily stacked against him. But his fitness and his prompt rescue have given him the best chance possible after the accident. It's a summer's evening on the Humber estuary. Reports are coming in from the scene of a major road accident near Hull, and HeliMed 98 is on the way carrying Dr. Andy.
There's not a lot of information at the moment. All we know is that there's an RTC in the vicinity of Brough, East Yorkshire. We've been told there are 2 cars, 2 people trapped in one vehicle, 1 patient trapped in the other. I think the resources are still some way off, so we've been allocated based on that information, and I believe that one of the local basics doctors is also attending.
It's a 15-minute flight to the scene for pilot Steve and crewman Pete. There are multiple casualties.
When there's jobs and there's more than 1 patient, you have to go through a process of trying to work out which patients are most in need of our attention at that point in time. So one of our first jobs at this incident will be to go around the patients, ascertain how seriously injured they all are and which ones need treatment most urgently. And if you don't get control like that early on, it can become a little bit chaotic, so that role is really vital.
They're homing in on blue lights flashing in the fading light.
Do you want to lead, Andy? Hiya. You all right?
2 cars have collided.
Is everybody out?
Everybody's out.
Right, so no.
I think he's got a broken leg.
All right.
Driver of the black Audi, so he's got chest pains.
Okay. So the worst one seems to be the one with the leg.
Yeah, but then if you look at the impact he's had.
Yeah. Okay, Andy, I'll go up and check the guy with the leg. Yeah. This guy's from the black Audi.
Okay.
But the passenger in the Seat wasn't so lucky. Ryan collapsed after he managed to climb out of the window. His injuries are potentially very serious. On a main road near Hull, paramedic Andy is about to begin assessing a victim of a head-on smash.
Hiya. Just keep still, mate. I'm just going to have a chat with you.
Ryan was a passenger in a friend's Seat.
And how have you got out? Have you got out yourself or somebody pulled you out?
Well, my mate bent the door out and then I climbed out and then I fell over.
Right, okay. And where are you hurting now? What's it?
All down my leg.
Your leg? That feel all right there?
Yeah.
What about your hips?
Yeah, legs are all right.
All right. Can you bend that leg? Yeah. And it's this one here?
Yeah, I can move my feet in there.
Okay. Right, Pete.
It looks like he's broken his femur, the biggest bone in the body.
So, it's 3 patients. One up there stood up, one down there with a bandage on his leg. And this guy was in the passenger of the Seat, the grey Seat there. It seems to be a leg, that's the problem. I'm going to get a set of obs on him. He's probably going to need some pain relief. Probably a Kendrick.
Paramedic Andy wants to straighten Ryan's leg to prevent broken bone splinters puncturing blood vessels. It'll also ease his pain.
Right. I'm just going to have a look at your leg, okay? Yeah, I will do. I'm going to cut your sock off, all right? Because if I don't want to pull on it.
Pull it off, man.
Are you sure?
Yeah, knock it off.
Keep it though, because it's one without an hole in.
Feels better.
Who were in car with you then? Which people were in car?
Dan was in car.
Just Dan?
Dan was
Driving. I've just put a little crossover at pulls because sometimes it's quite hard to find. So that part of the leg feels okay?
Yeah, it feels all right, just that.
Is it there?
No.
There?
Yeah.
Right in the middle of it?
Yeah.
Yep. Did you wear a snapper out?
No.
I think I'm going to give you some pain relief. Are you allergic to anything?
Not that I know of.
Not that you know of. Have you ever had morphine before?
Not sure, I don't think so.
Blood is still flowing to Ryan's foot, but it still looks like a bad break. This could be agonising.
We're going to give you some morphine, okay? And then what we're going to do is we're going to put this leg in a splint, all right? It's not going to be nice, but once we've got it straight, it'll hopefully relieve it a bit, all right?
Pete is going to use an expanding tubular splint to put traction on Ryan's leg.
So what we put down side of your leg there, it's a splint, but it looks a bit like a fishing rod. And what it'll do is just straighten your leg out, and then it stops it from rubbing inside and causing more damage, yeah?
Yeah.
So it might cause you a bit of pain as it pulls, but after that, it's better for you.
Night is falling. But it's becoming clearer what happened, and it could have been a lot worse.
There's two cars involved. There's a gentleman out of the first car, the black Audi. He's mainly complaining of chest pain. Sounds like musculoskeletal pain across his chest. But looking at the car, there's a fair amount of intrusion into his compartment. One of the YAS Basics, so one of the immediate care doctors, has come out and he's looking after him at the moment. The other patient that Pete and Andy are with, he's got a fractured femur, so a fractured thigh bone. So that's potentially serious injury. You can bleed a lot into those. And if you've got that injury, there's a lot of force, so you have to worry what else has happened. Could he have damaged his pelvis, for example, or his chest or his abdomen? So he's being assessed for all of those at the moment, so just treated for those things.
It's time to start traction.
Right, Pete, you want to put manual on and I'll do the tightening.
Right, you're just going to start pulling your leg now, all right, buddy?
But Ryan is amazingly relaxed.
Did it feel unstable?
I haven't really moved it around much, but it just looks a bit lumpy. Yeah. You got a pedal? You are. That feel better? Good stuff. That's what we want. I'm just going to put some other straps down just to keep it secure.
Right, so far 5 morphine, 4 again to try.
Yeah, happy days. How's your pain score now? Out of 10, what is it? If 10's like your worst and 1's your lowest?
I think a 7.
7. Has it gone down a bit?
Yeah, it's gone down.
Yeah, all right, okay.
Ryan's mates are concerned. It was a high-speed impact. He may require surgery at the Major Trauma Centre in Hull.
Hi, A&E Hull. It's Andy, one of the Air Ambulance paramedics. I've got a trauma call for you.
Ready, brace, 10.
It's going to be coming in by land ambulance. A gentleman called Ryan Frood. He's been involved in a road traffic collision. I'm not sure what speed, and I don't know exactly how these two cars have come together, but there's quite a bit of intrusion around the car that this guy's been in. The only injury we've identified, he's got a left mid-shaft fractured femur. Yep, that's got a splint on it. It's been straightened. He's had 5 milligrams of morphine and 4 milligrams of ondansetron. He's had a little bit of oxygen. And I reckon his ETA to you guys will probably be about 10 o'clock.
Sometimes sending patients to hospital by road is faster than flying them.
Prior to arrival, I Google mapped how long it would take to get from this location to the nearest hospital or the major trauma centre, which happens to be Hull. 18 minutes by Google Maps, so lights and sirens probably about 15 minutes. By the time we'd load him onto the helicopter and got him sorted and landed at Hull, it would actually take longer, so he's going in the DCA, the big ambulance. Essentially he's got a fractured femur. He's had that straightened, he's had some morphine, he's had some anti-sickness. All his observations are stable and he's going with the crew.
For the Air Ambulance team, it's time to return to base. But Ryan is likely to be living with the effects of the crash for weeks or even months to come. In the Dales, Mountain Rescue have been called in to an incident at a remote beauty spot near Yorkshire's rugged Three Peaks. Helimed 98 is on the way to back them up.
We've been tasked to a job at Ingleton up at Pecker Falls for a patient that's collapsed and is now unconscious. It's quite inaccessible by land. It's going to take our land crew at least 20 minutes to get to Ingleton and then a further distance to where the patient is. Mountain Rescue have also been allocated. The question again today is if we can get there due to the weather on the high ground.
Low cloud is shrouding the peaks, but thanks to the team's moving map GPS system, paramedic Paul and pilot Chris are homing in on the patient.
It's on the opposite side to this hill, I think. I think so, yeah, that makes sense to me, mate.
Got a grid for you.
Go on then.
Sierra Delta 690.
Right.
749. They're suggesting landing site near to there. It's Sheepfold. Sheep as in bar.
So it's somewhere down here. I'll tell you what, I've already got the cave rescue wagons on the far side. Oh, yeah. You knock out the atrium for us, please, mate. Roger, atrium off. Okay, we are over the wall now. Yep.
They're landing almost 1,000 feet up, but it's a long slog to the patient.
Thank you.
Pecker Falls is a popular tourist attraction, but it's not for the unfit.
So this is June. She's 82 years young. 80 years young. She's been walking up the waterfalls today with her family. Got this far, started feeling very waffy.
Okay.
Sat down to the point of collapse.
June Bridge may have had a heart attack. Paramedic Tyrone has found worrying signs of abnormalities in her heart rhythm.
June, you're right, just most importantly, we need to get you to the top of the hill before we decide what we'll do. I'm going to try and ring Leeds to see if they'll accept you. All right, because of what's shown on your ECG.
June is usually fit and well. Her family is naturally concerned.
Right, you sit back down now, all the way down, and your head is going there.
Mountain Rescue are going to carry June up the steep path to the helicopter.
We've got an 80-year-old female. She's had a collapse here at Pecker Falls. The crew and Mountain Rescue have got her and she's been sat on the floor. She's not complaining of any pain, blood pressure seems fine, looks a bit pale, quite weak. I've done a 12-lead ECG and it's showing an abnormality. She's got a left bundle branch block on her ECG with some elevation.
That means June's heart must be urgently checked out in hospital.
Okay, just hold on while we get back.
But it's going to take time to get her down the ravine and back up the other side.
Come down the quarry route, please, over.
The team's own hearts are getting a workout today.
You all right? Okay. Ready, steady, lift.
June's condition is holding up well.
Just get laid down.
Lay down for a bit?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hold down, guys.
We're okay. Just.
This is not how she expected her outing to end.
Yeah, we're just at the Land Rover, just putting it back the vehicle and we're just going to drive up to you. Are the land crew there?
Right, pin in.
Her collapse could not have happened in a more difficult place.
It's a particularly difficult spot to get to. The steps up the side of Pecker Falls. So we had to just muck in and get her in a stretcher and get her carried out from there.
1, 2, 3.
June will travel by road. For Helimed 98, it's back to base through weather that's beginning to deteriorate. The NHS is free to any UK citizen, but healthcare comes at a cost. More than £130 billion a year, and each and every treatment is costed before it's given to patients.
Okay, well, lift and at the same departure as last time. Going straight forward from here. Everyone happy? To the left. All right.
Today, paramedics Sam and Kit are heading out to deliver one of the most cost-efficient cardiac procedures. £1,000 worth of instant surgery for the victim of a heart attack.
It's not very far away, this, is it? Nope.
Pilot Harry's racing his medical team 15 miles to the patient's home.
S99 lifted, read tolerant.
We've been asked to go to a village in the area of York. We've been told that there's a gentleman there who's had chest pains. An ambulance crew's arrived at the scene and they've done an assessment and found that he's actually having a heart attack. And it's a type of heart attack that's going to need specialist treatment in one of our regional heart attack centres. So the quickest way for us to get him there is going to be to fly him in the helicopter, and hopefully that'll reduce the amount of heart muscle that dies as a result of his heart attack.
Right, so it's on the just next to the A19, so
yep.
A19 heading south and bent slightly left after a load of fish ponds. This little hamlet where the road bit seems to go straight on.
Yep.
Time is of the essence. Until the blood clot causing the attack is cleared, the patient's at risk of a lethal cardiac arrest.
Okay, mate, I think the easiest thing to do is to put it in that field opposite where there's an opening straight opposite the road and let you walk around the corner if you're happy. Lovely. Okay, I'm going to go past that dead tree a little bit.
Let's go on the left.
Cool. Okay, I'm happy with yours to trim when it's land as we are. Okay. Oh shit, there's cows in this field. I hate cows in fields.
It's been a textbook operation so far, and Kit's about to meet someone who should know.
Hello.
Oh, all right. My name's Kit. How'd you do?
Nice
Hiya.
So this is 16-year-old Ben. Started getting central chest pain around 4 o'clock today.
Okay.
Ben Van Hout is a medical economist who actually assessed the effectiveness of the treatment he's now receiving.
He took 3 75mg of aspirin of his own and rang for us guys. He's come out, looks like he's got salivation inferior leads. Got to take another 75mg aspirin.
Lovely.
Give him some 2 sprays of GTN and 2.5 of morphine at the moment. BP is relatively stable from that, and that's where we're at the minute.
Smashing.
Not surprisingly, Ben knew what to do and what comes next.
Do you want to have a look at the CCG?
Lovely. Thanks very much. Perfect, yeah.
The ECG shows unmistakable signs of a major heart attack.
Right then, I'll give the cath lab a quick ring and get the helideck informed.
Professor Ben is going to be flown to one of a network of nationwide cardiac centres his team helped set up, where the clot will be surgically removed.
It's Kit, one of the paramedics from HeliMed. So this gentleman's had onset of pain at 4 o'clock this afternoon and has elevation 2-3 AVF, reciprocal in 1 and AVL.
Okay, ETA?
About 25 minutes, I think. Take care. Cheers. Thanks a lot. Bye now. How are you feeling, Ben?
Not too well.
Not too well, eh? Okay. So, have my colleagues had a chance to chat to you about what's been going on? They haven't.
I have an MI and
No thanks.
I'm getting
Harry just stretches
or PA and
Are you medic?
My health economist who's gone.
Okay, fine. So, we go over to LGI and they have a cath lab there.
Yeah.
So I've called through. They've accepted you to the cath lab, so we're going to take you straight there in the helicopter. Okay, fine. Have you got any questions or anything that you're concerned about? Are you happy for us just to crack on and we'll get you over to the helicopter? Yep, perfect.
Pain's come on, then obviously he's called for an ambulance. The ambulance service have done an ECG on him, which shows he's having a type of heart attack that needs to be treated at a specialist centre. So basically we'll fly him to the specialist centre, they'll do a procedure to unlock the affected vessel in his heart and hopefully restore blood flow to that area. So that'll just minimise any damage to that part of the heart basically and try and get that circulation working again.
How's the pain at the minute? So bad. Can I give you some more morphine?
Yeah.
Is that okay, yeah? As soon as we're inside, we'll get you some more, okay?
Harry's preparing for takeoff after 10 minutes keeping a herd of cattle at bay.
So I'll give you a headset, because it's obviously very noisy, so I won't be able to hear what you're saying. If there's a problem, if you just signal me or give me a shout, and we'll be able to help you out, okay?
They're in.
It's a short flight from Professor Ben's home into the centre of Leeds, just 20 miles away.
Can you hear me, Ben? Excellent.
Up in the back, Kit?
Yeah, we're all good, thanks.
Check. Clear on the left. Got away with the cows.
Yeah, very docile.
Was our patient on comms?
Yeah, we're all on comms.
Cool. LS99's lifted to RGI.
Okay, Ben, now that we're up and on the way, I can give you some more morphine, okay? So if it's alright, I'll just get this cannula in your hand and then give you some now.
Linter Tower, Helibed 99 Alpha, just lifted to the east of the field, routing westbound. Helibed 99 Alpha.
A major symptom of a heart attack is a sense of impending doom, and no amount of medical knowledge can cure that.
How are you doing? You okay? Can I do anything to help? No? Okay. We'll be there soon, it's not very far.
5 minutes, Kit.
Cheers, thanks, Harry.
Professor Ben knows the treatment he's to be given is the best available, but that doesn't seem to be making him feel any better.
How's the pain, Ben? Any improvement? Not really. We'll try a little bit more morphine, okay. You've only had a fairly small dose so far.
Helideck, Helibed 99 Alpha, inbound to you, 2 minutes.
This is LGI Helideck, lifted to sea, Helibed 99, you're clear for land.
LS99, we're fine as LGI.
Harry's on final approach to the hospital helipad.
You probably guessed we're about to land, Ben, okay. So it might just be a bit bumpy for a couple of seconds.
LS99 landed up.
Clear to strap if you wish.
When we come by helicopter, we have to land on the roof. So there's a big helipad, and what we'll do, we'll get a hospital bed and then we'll go down in the lift and take you down to the cath lab, okay?
The team are about to hand over their patient. In the next 10 minutes, surgeons will feed a microscopic cutter up an artery into Professor Ben's heart.
Hello. This gentleman's a healthy economist who does lots of STEMI research and stuff, so he's sort of fairly well informed.
The aim is to remove the blood clot and open out the artery it's blocking with a tiny spring called a stent.
My name's Rosie, I'm one of the nurses. Can I get you just lift this
arm straight up into the air for me? I'm just going to give you a wrist clean with the sticks. It's going to be a bit cold and wet.
Up to 90% of heart attack victims survive more than 5 years after this procedure. But there is also a small risk it might cause another more lethal heart attack. Thankfully, a few days later, the team's patient is once more back home in North Yorkshire, and it's giving him a new perspective on heart attacks.
In the beginning you think, maybe it's nothing, but yeah, after that persisted for longer than a couple of minutes, I thought, this is not good. This is probably a heart attack.
And his helicopter flight has allowed him to experience firsthand the treatment that has saved thousands of patients from lifelong disability caused by untreated heart attacks.
They get to your heart and they get to the occlusion and then they open it up. Like it appears that indeed the faster you are, the better the results are. And yeah, and of course, like going with a helicopter decreases the time between symptoms and having the stent placed.
After years of working on the theory and cost-effectiveness of medical procedures, Professor Ben now feels better qualified to recommend this one to the NHS.
Given all the research that I've done in this area, that I've taken my research a little bit too far. And yeah, that I shouldn't have done that. That was not a good idea. You know, like I can only be thankful to everybody doing a fantastic job. Yeah, I can't believe how lucky I am, yeah.
That's a bit of a mechanism of injury.
Isn't it?
Yeah, good.
There was another happy ending in the case of young biker Lewis, who was lucky to survive a crash on his granddad's bike.
I'm going to try and take your boot off, all right? Let me know if it's too painful.
Right, hold on to my hand again.
He spent 4 days in hospital, but he was back at school within 8 weeks.
Where's your grandson?
Don't worry, he's right by your side. We're looking after him as well, don't worry.
But his 58-year-old granddad suffered multiple life-changing injuries and a bleed on the brain, and has been unable to work since the accident.
Believes he's been driving that road and then he's had a cardiac arrest.
Sadly, former boxer Jack didn't recover from the medical episode that caused him to crash into a house in Sheffield, and he died a few days later, aged 84.
Have you got out yourself or somebody pulled you out?
Ryan, the passenger in a car that crashed near Hull, required surgery on his badly broken thigh bone, which had to be repaired with metal implants.
Where are you hurting now? What's it?
It was 3 months before he could walk again. And pensioner June, who collapsed on a visit to the Yorkshire Dales, was diagnosed with angina, but she's now back home and still living independently.